keep them guessing.
Welcome back to Lowe's Motor Speedway and the NEXTEL All-Star Challenge. The NEXTEL Open came down to a last lap bump and run. Mike Bliss was the leader on a full moon Saturday night that tends to bring out this kind of action. Brian Vickers had to get there, and he had to go through Mike Bliss to do it.
And you could see the surge that Vickers kind of gave. He just gave him a shot. I mean, that's what he did.
Reminds me of a warm evening here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Oh, please don't bring this up.
16 years ago. That's Darrell Waltrip in the 17.
I got it.
Leading the Winston on the last lap. That's Rusty Wallace getting against Darrell's quarter panel. Darrell spins, Rusty wins. However, both Darrell and Rusty won the All-Star race and the series championship in the same year. For Darrell it was 1985, for Rusty 1989. Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt are the only three-time winners of the All-Star event.
Well, you know what we did? We came back the very next week and won the 600. So it really lit a fire under the team. We had fighting in the pits, and that was for the big money. You know, that's for $200,000, and that was coming to get to White. So what happened here in this race, though? I mean, the cat's got to get in there to have a shot at the $1 million, but that wasn't the way to do it.
No, and if I were Mike Bliss, boy, I'd be upset. He had the race won, and I would have thought if Vickers had gotten to his quarter panel, you could say, okay, racing accident, but never got that far inside.
Oh, and then they're all going to say, hey, that's what this race was meant to be, and that's the way it's supposed to go, and this is the Open, you know, so I'm sure that's how they'll play that way.
I don't know if you don't say that's what it's meant to be,
no,
but you come here as a driver, as a team. It's like Jeff Hammond and Chris was talking in the pre-race. Rusty Wallace, an expendable car. You come here knowing that potentially can happen, and that was just for $40-something thousand. Where do we get to this $1 million race?
Larry, the night you won the All-Star race here with Davey Allison, your driver didn't even go to Victory Lane and went to the hospital.
It's the only time out of 20-something victories that I didn't go to Victory Lane. The car didn't go to Victory Lane. The team didn't go to Victory Lane. And, you know, we had a shot. We knew we had a shot at winning the Coca-Cola 600 next week, but we brought our best piece to the All-Star race because that was our next race. Now, we accomplished, mission accomplished. We won the race, but we destroyed our car and we hurt our driver doing it.
If I could fan vote right now who I thought ought to go from this race into the All-Star race, you know who it'd be.
Oh, no question.
It'd be Mike Bliss. I mean, he deserves to be in that race, and I wish we could vote on it.
Unfortunately, the fan voting, I believe, was concluded prior to the running of the NEXTEL Open. We'll get the details on that when we come back. The driver that is the fan vote will be a part of driver introductions, and that's coming up here at Lowe's Motor Speedway in the NEXTEL All-Star Challenge. Welcome back to Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night. It's the NEXTEL All-Star Challenge at Lowe's Motor Speedway, north of the hub of the sport, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's been the site of every single All-Star race but one. That was held Mother's Day weekend. Atlanta Motor Speedway 1986. Hometown favorite Bill Elliott won it. But otherwise, for its history, this has been the home of the mid-season All-Star event. And it's an All-Star cast. You're about to see drivers who have a combined 12 NEXTEL Cup championships and 234 NEXTEL Cup victories. 22 of them about to compete on a stage where last year Matt Kenseth took home $1 million. Lugnut, the mascot of the Speedway, overwhelmed by fans who are ready to greet their heroes. And we'll be back to meet them as the starting lineup is introduced to you next on FX.